What's up, people? Back at you again this morning with another Moralities Moment. This is a new vid series that I think I'm going to entitle Listen, Learn, Live. This first statement says, education and learning is not mere accumulation of knowledge. It is an awakening of consciousness which goes through successive stages of discovering yourself and the world around you. You are not here to merely gain knowledge of the world, but to improve it. We hear the adage or the cliche, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, which is true. My first note here I have is one thing that no matter what happens to you is for certain. If you are educated, no one can take that away from you. People can take a lot of stuff away from you, but if you get an education, if you get consciousness, as I stated in my opening statement, if you become aware of the world and the transactions within the world, how the world is, how business is transacted in the world, nobody can take that away from you. So again, education is key, but don't forget that just merely getting knowledge is not why we're here. We're here to make a difference. My next point here says, see if you are educated and lose all your wealth, material things, etc., because of your knowledge, you can again obtain or rebuild. That's one thing that's key about, being educated. You think about all the successful people, multimillionaires, billionaires, and the like. Many of them have gone bankrupt. Many of them have lost it all. But because of the knowledge, the consciousness that they acquired throughout the journey, guess what? They were able to rebuild. They were able to obtain. That's why it's important for us at all costs, to try to get educated, learn something. Matter of fact, to even be more pointed, they often say that for black people, I'm talking to my people right now. They often say that if you ever want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book, because in other words, they say we don't like to read, but maybe it's time for us to turn the TV off. Maybe it's time for us to stop sitting and watching so many reality TV shows, because basically, that stuff that's on TV, that stuff, it's crazy. It's coonery, if you ask me. Being again, being entertainment for other groups, and it's by design. Yeah, you get a paycheck, yeah, whatever, but again, you putting yourself on display, not only making yourself look bad, but you may, in a lot of instances, making your people look bad. But again, education, consciousness, I'm not going to get too deep in this listen, live, and learn vid series, because I could get real deep in this, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that our people my people need to wake up and become conscious about. Again, one thing to note, don't be nobody's fool. My next note says, but know this: when you think you know it all and can learn no more, you have capped your potential, because it is a proven fact that life teaches lessons every day, and we would do good to pay attention and continue to grow. I know people that think they know it all, can't tell them nothing or whatever, but guess what? Those type of people generally or to be honest, they cap their potential, because they figure they know it all, can't nobody teach them nothing. And again, going through successive stages in life. We've all been there. I've been there. But as I've gotten older, I come to the realization like, hey, in order for me to grow and to continue to grow, to be a better person, I got to be willing to learn something every day. Life is a continual educational process. I shouldn't be the same person today that I was yesterday, because I should have learned something yesterday to make me a better person today. So again, listen, learn, and live. Life teaches lessons all day long. Matter of fact, I think about how in the Bible, it talks about how Jesus taught in the temple daily. Okay, this is the temple of God, and if a piece of Him is inside of us, He's trying to teach us some or get some to us every day, be it through our own experiences, by experiences of other people, things we see, things we hear. Life is a constant learn. Life is a constant lesson. So we would do do good to pay attention and learn something. But remember, my next note says, but remember that we are not just here to obtain knowledge and wisdom of the world and its transactions, but to improve it. You're not just here to obtain wisdom and knowledge of the world. You're here to get that wisdom and that knowledge and understanding, that consciousness to improve not only your situation, but those, again, you associate yourself with and those that you are care for, those that you are responsible for, So my question as I wrap this vid up, what's going to be your contribution? What are you going to do? What are you going to do with what you're learning every day? Are you going to just hoard that information for yourself? Or are you going to take that information and first make yourself a better person, and do better things, go on and do great things, what are you going to do with it? It's just, I'll pause there for a moment so you can really think about, what am I going to do with what I learn every day? First thing I would encourage you to do with what you learn every day, first, start with self. Learn some every day to make yourself a better person tomorrow. Everything that I experience today should make me a better person tomorrow. I shouldn't be the same person tomorrow as I am today, because I should have learned something today to make me a better person for tomorrow. So again, listen, learn, and live. Hope you enjoyed this morning's morality moment. Peace, and I'm out.